Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome, my dear students, to your third class in phonetics and phonology. And today we're going to have kind of exercises to what we have covered in the second class. And the first class, as you have noticed in the recorded lectures, we've talked about the organs of speech, how we make the sounds, the process of making these sounds inside the human vocal tract. And we focused mainly on this. In the second class, we focused on the consonants, how to describe the consonants, using the three main ways. The first one is the place of articulation, the second is manner of articulation, and the third is whether the consonant is voiced or voiceless or unvoiced. Okay? Also, we have talked about the phonemes, the allophones, and the minimal pairs, and the minimal sets, as well as the complementary distribution. Please, if you have any unclear point, just try to contact me in my email, or just post your comments on the Blackboard forum, so we can help you to solve the problem. Today we have kind of exercise, a revision to what we have taken. Consonants description practice. Here we're going to describe the following consonants. For example, if you look at S, right here, you go to S, and you should say that S is right here. So you should write that S is actually alveolar, fricative, and voiceless. So this is S. It's a fricative, alveolar, and voiced. Okay? Let us do the other one. D. Okay, let us look for the D now. It's right here. D is alveolar, fricative, and voiced. It is voiced. This is what we call the IPA. هذا بنسميه IPA chart. The IPA chart consists of all the sounds of an English and their transcription. And their phonemes. Okay, all the sounds of English or their phonemes. Okay, let us actually look at Z. It's right here. Z is alveolar, fricative, and voiced. So it's a fricative, alveolar, and voiced. As you can see, most of the English consonants, phonemes, they are actually located in the alveolar, and they are also fricative. Okay? Okay, the rest, I want all of you to do the rest. Just do it by yourself. It's very easy. In the exam or in the final test, you'll be having question like this. But in the final test, I want you to memorize. بدي تحفظوا الآن كل خاصية في الكونسونانت. معكم وقت طويل لنحفظهم. في الامتحان ممكن أسألك question. S is alveolar fricative voiced. Correct or incorrect? طبعا incorrect. وهو حيكون خيارات من متعدد. In your final test, we'll be having a multiple choice questions. Okay? فممكن يكون خيار مثلا S is أعطيك 4 خيارات. Alveolar fricative voiceless, alveolar fricative voiced, alveolar fricative or alveolar plosive voiceless. لازم تحكي لي alveolar fricative voiceless. لازم تكون حافظها هنا. You need to memorize all of these. Okay? You have time. You have enough time. Just do it like first of all, you just start one day for this, one day for this, one day for this, one day for this, one day, 2, 3. So in about 8 days, you can memorize and describe all the consonants in English language. بس 8 days. وكل يوم احفظ مجموعة. You need to memorize the place of articulation, manner of articulation, and the status of the articulation, whether it is voiced or voice. هذا status of the glottis. هذه الglottis, تفاحة آدم. Whether it is voiced or voiceless. Okay? Good. So احفظوهم. Give the consonant. هذا question number 2. Give the consonant that the following descriptions correspond to. طيب هو بحكي لي voiced, velar, nasal. Voiced, velar, nasal. Voiced حيكون في اللون الأبيض. Velar is right here. And nasal. هذه velar. Okay. It is nasal right here. But voice. So it is ing. هذا بنسميه ing. هذا هو الجواب. 2 بحكي لك voiceless postalveolar affricative. Voiceless postalveolar affricate. طبعا postalveolar هي نفسها اللي هي هي نفس الالفو palatal. اوكي الالفو palatal هنا هذا اسم ثاني لما نسميه alveolar palatal. اوكي الى مسميات مختلفة لكن احفظوا الاشياء اللي اعطيتكم اياهم. هذه وضعتها انا من عندي. اوكي من voiceless post alveolar fricative حتكون H. عفوا حتكون اش. اوكي هو بده affricative حتكون اذا or affricates. Oh sorry, affricates. That's fine, that's fine. We go right here. It is right here. This is affricate, voiceless, and alveopalatal or post-alveolar. So it's going to be H. Ch, like church, church. Voiced by labial stop. Okay, so this is how to describe. Voice bilabial stop. We go to the bilabial and they have the stop and it should be voiced. So here is the B. It's voiced, stop, bilabial. So it's voiced. أول شيء بنحكي voiced, voiced, bilabial, stop. هي حتكون B. خلينا هنا نمسح شوي. نمسح هنا، نمسح هنا، هنا. So هي حتكون B. Voiceless velar stop. نروح على الvelar voiceless stop. It's K. This is the sound, like cat. Okay. And I want you to do the rest by yourself. Okay? These are really good, two good examples. And you can actually extend this example and ask your questions like, okay, this is how you can memorize it. You just look at the chart and try to ask your question. I want fricative, for example, or nasal, voiced, velar. It's going to be eng, for example. Or I need a fricative, voiceless, glottal. It's going to be the H right here. Okay? Good. Say whether the following consonants are voiced or voiceless. الآن هذا التمرين إنها تكون voiced أو voiceless. يلا خلينا نشوف. أول واحد is شو بنعمل؟ نضع إيدنا شمال أو اليمين whatever and الglottis right here وبنشوف is so هذه voiced. الvoiced حيكون باللون الأزرق. الvoiceless حيكون باللون، خلينا نختار الأسود. B, B, P, you need to know that. So you do the rest, okay? Here, right here. Like victory, victory. Okay, and we have here like, so you do the rest. I ask you now to do all of these. Sorry, right here. So you do this one right here and this one. I have done 5 of them. I guess it's enough for you. And I know that you're going to enjoy this class, right? You're going to enjoy doing these exercises. The following pairs أخذنا المينيمال pairs تذكروهم المينيمال pairs المحاضرة اللي فاتت. The following pairs of words are distinguished in a pronunciation partly or slowly according to whether they contain a voiced or voiceless consonant. Say which is the crucial consonant in each case and specify its voicing status. الآن شو بدنا نعمل؟ هذول minimal pairs. We need to find where is the most important actually phoneme that makes the meaning change. Okay. So we have pin and bin. So pin and bin are minimal pairs. They are identical except with the P and B. طيب, P is voice or voiceless? P, P, B, 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 P. So you need to do it by yourself. Also, fail and veil. They are what? They are identical except with the first one. This is minimal pairs. The V and the F. F is voiceless and V is voiced. Okay? So do all of these by yourself. So these are minimal pairs. Okay? So, and try to guess if it is actually voiced or voiceless. Okay, number 4, changing the voices of a single consonant in each of the following result in a different word. which consonant and which word. Sometimes there are more than one possibility. Concentrate on the pronunciation, not on the spelling. Okay, like seal. Seal. If we change S into Z, it's gonna be zeal. Okay, zeal and seal. Okay, so some of these consonants, if you change them, they are going, not all of them, not necessarily all of them, just some of them. If you change, for example, the voicing of a single consonant, it may result in a different word. Okay, for example, thigh, right here, thigh and thy, thigh and thy. Bicker or picker. So try to do the rest. Just, it's a guessing word. Okay, it's a guessing example. Do it by yourself. Okay, just go to the dictionary. You do it just for fun. Okay, to understand the whole point of minimal pairs. So now, do you remember this one? The vocal tract, the vocal tract. كان في عندنا هنا trachea, the windpipe, the larynx, the vocal folds. هذه مرت معنا. هذا هو tongue right here. وأخذنا الtongue إلى أجزاء. Okay, right here. وأخذنا الtongue هنا إلى أجزاء، في منها tip, blade, front, back and root. حكينا بأنه في عنا أيضا شيء بنسميها الفارينكس. هذه أيضا هنا اليوفيلا اللي هي لوحات الحلق. في عنا الباليت، في كان عنا السوفت باليت أو الفيليوم، نفس الشيء نسميها السوفت باليت أو الفيليوم. هذه كلها نفس الشيء معناها. أيضا أخذنا بعض المواطن مثل النيزل كافيتي. أخذنا الهارت باليت اللي هي باطن الفم في هذه المنطقة. أخذنا في عنا هذه الأسنان طبعا هنا، هذه التيث، ما قبل الأسنان نسميها الألفير ريدج أو teeth ridge. Okay, so all of these I guess you are familiar with. This is a new one. This is the food passage right here. Right here. Do not mix up. This is the vocal folds right there. Okay, so, and we have actually taken the translations of these words in the first lecture. So please go back to the first lecture and try to understand each part and each organ of the vocal tract. Okay, now show where the following are situated on the diagram. So it's just like for fun, you know, I want you to understand where can we find a blade of a tongue, for example. Where can we find it? Right here. Okay, so where is the tongue? The tongue is right here. The one in the green. This is the tongue. طيب وين أول شيء حكينا في الtongue اللي هو هذا هو التip. هنا البليد أو في هذه المنطقة اللي هي blade of the tongue. Number one, right here. Number two, front of the tongue. Front of the tongue. Okay, it's right there. If you go back to the previous one, you will find the following. So again, here is the tip, here is the blade, and here is the front of the tongue. Here's number 1, here's number 2. Then ask you about the velum. The velum, it's just the same like what شو حكينا عنها اللي هي soft palate. Soft palate, it's existed right here. هذا بنسميه الفيلم اللي هي number 3. بعدين الفارنكس. فارنكس وين موجودة؟ في هذه المنطقة أم وين؟ أعتقد في هذه المنطقة اللي هي البلعوم. لا هنا في هذه المنطقة، هي في نهاية اللسان وبداية النيزل. Okay, so it's right here, somewhere right here. هذا هو نهاية اللسان. هنا الفارنكس اللي هي بتكون رقم 4. I want you to do the following, number 5 and number 6 and 7 and 8. Well, 6, this was for this one, okay? And so just do 4 of them. The larynx, the alveoli, the alveolum, and root of the tongue. I think these are really good examples, good exercises to remember what we have taken the first and the second class. Okay, which of the following parts of the vocal tract are movable? في بعض الأعضاء parts والأجزاء movable or non-movable. Lips, movable. You can move it. Tongue, also movable. And how about the nasal activity? All of these, do it by yourself. Okay? Do it by yourself. Say whether the following are true or false. If false, say what the correct statement should be. The pharynx is cartilaginous structure attached to trachea. لاحظوا الآن trachea هي موجودة في هذه المنطقة وهذه الpharynx. هل هي متصلة؟ Then it is false. Okay, it's false. The pharynx is attached to right here. The alveolum serves to open and close the entrance to the nasal cavity. مهمة this is the function of the velum. Okay, so the other one is also false. الvelum اللي هو soft palate. The function of palate in general is to open and close the entrance to the nasal cavity. هذه المنطقة. إذا ارتفعت الصوت إذا الخارج من اللانجز بيذهب للفم. لكن إذا بقيت منخفضة مثل إنج they goes to this way, to the nasal cavity. Okay. The lower front teeth are not involved in speech. برضو false. هذا lower teeth. لو حكينا حرف F V إذن هذا غير صحيح. The uvula is the extreme tip of the soft palate. هذه you do it by yourself, both of them. You need to find it by yourself. Give the technical names for the following. Well, it's very easy. For example, the windpipe. The windpipe is the trachea. The voice box is the space between the vocal cords is right here. The vocal, it's actually the vocal folds. Okay, the food pipe. حكينا وين الفود pipe هيكون؟ في هذه المنطقة. Okay, soft palate, alveoli, and uvula or velium. So, this is the velium, right? Teeth bridge, You should find by yourself. Cavity in the back of the throat, you should also do it by yourself. Okay, resisting the temptation to look at the text again. So do not look back. I just want you to guess by yourself. Place the following consonant in the appropriate sequence in figure 28, write this one, and say the sound of yourself in doubt. Voiceless and voice pairs go next to one another in the same sequence, voices first. Okay, K and D, P, T, P, D, and T. Well, okay, again, for example, P, P, or B. P has all bilabials, P and B. Okay? T and D, t, t, and it's alveolar. Okay? So I have helped you now. I want you to fill in this one and see which one is voiced and which one is voiceless. Which one is voiced and which one in voiceless. So I want you to do it by yourself. Okay? Complete the following characterization by inserting in each case two of the following terms: voiced, voiceless, bilabial, dental, alveolar, velar, and B, voicing comes before a place of articulation in such characterizations. Anyway, so let us start with B, for example. First of all, you should circle it. Okay, in the exam, you will not see this chart. Okay? In the exam, you will not see this chart, so try to memorize them. B is first voiced, bilabial, stop, consonant. K. Okay, go to the K. It's right here. K is voiceless. Velar, stop, consonant. It's voiceless, velar, stop, consonant. D, it's right here. D is voiced, alveolar or alveolar, stop, consonant. T or T is actually voiced or voiceless. Actually, it's voiceless. Voiceless, alveolar, stop, consonant. Alveolar, stop, consonant. So this is how you can describe the consonants, okay? This is how you should describe them. Okay, let us move on. Give the IPA consonant, this is what you call the IPA again, and symbol corresponding to each of the following characterizations. Okay, it's a very good one. We have here voiceless, alveolar. We go to the alveolar, it's right here, and these are the voiceless. T and the S. They are called alveolar, but they are voiceless. Voiced, velar. It's right here, the velar, and they need the voiced one. The voice is k, 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 and the ing. Okay? And then they need the voiced dental. So you go to the dental, it's right, labiodental, or, okay, it's right here. Both of them, so just take both of them, the labiodental and the intradental, the F and F, and but they need the voice now. They need V and the. These are dentals, okay? Some of them are labiodentals and others are interdental, between the upper and the lower teeth. Bilabial, they need the bilabials. It's right here. B, P. It's voiceless. Okay, so let us move. The consonants in each of the following pairs are alike in some respects, but different in others. Specify the resemblance and the differences. Example, P and B both are bilabial, but both are stops. P is voiceless and B is voiced. Here, Z and D. First of all, what you need to do is that Z and D, both of them are alveolar, and they are both voiced. However, one of them is a stop, the D is a stop, and the Z is a fricative. D is a stop and Z is a fricative. S and Z. S and Z. Actually, S and D. S is alveolar. D is alveolar. S is voiceless. D is voiced. D is a stop. S is a fricative. T and K. T and K. T is alveolar. K is velar. T is a stop. K is a stop. T is voiceless. K is voiceless. V and G. V, or egg, sorry, G. V is labiodental. G is velar. V is a fricative. G is a stop. V is a fricative and G is a stop. V is voiced and egg is voiced. Please do the rest by yourself. Okay? Insert these different affricates in the appropriate places on the following chart, Ch and J. Okay, so the N-Ets and the Z. Right here, it's a sound Ch. It's alveolar palatal. Alveolar palatal. So it might be right here. Oh, it's right here. Ch. Sorry. It's just the same. Alveolar palatal means post-alveolar. And as well as the J. Ch, ch, ch. And we have also the other one like Sh and J. The J is just like this one. So this is the J, but it's actually written in a different way. That's fine, but just follow this one, okay? The one on the IPA. So again, what we have covered in this class was as the exercises The first exercise was related how to describe the consonant through the place of articulation, using the place of articulation, the manner of articulation, status of the glottis, and I have done actually 3 of them. Then the second exercise was the description, which descriptions correspond to the IPA, and we have done also some of them. Here we have also another example about how to identify the voice and the voices and how to distinguish between them. It's all related about the consonant, right? كلها متعلقة في الكونسونant. Another exercise was about the minimal pairs, and I have done like 3 or 2 of them. Also, we have another one about the it's kind of if there is a possibility to change one of these voicing consonant that may change the meaning of the word, or it actually result in a different word. So I have done seal, zeal, picker, bigger, bicker, picker, thigh and thy. Also, we have done an exercise about the vocal tract, which we have covered in the first class, and we have identified every part of it, like the nasal cavity, the vocal cavity, the oral tract, the soft palate and the hard palate, the velium or the velia, uvula or the pharynx and the larynx, the pharynx and the larynx. We have also the trachea, the vocal folds, the lips and the teeth, and the parts of the tongue. We also asked you here to assign or situate actually some parts of the upper vocal tract. Also, here is kind of to also ask you to which one is movable or the other is not movable, which part is movable, which parts are not movable. Here we have also a true-false exercise. And here I ask you to give a technical names for the following. We have done most of them. Technical terms means the terms that is wisely used in the sciences. Also, we have here some of the consonants. I ask you to place them to their appropriate place. Here we have described some of the consonants like ba, ka, da, t. Some of them there were stops and alveolars, bilabials, alveolar stop. Some of them were voiced, some others were voiceless. And here we have the IPA, and I've told you to give the IPA consonant symbols for them. We have all the consonants almost, they have the same shape of their letters, but a few letters they have different transcriptions in the IPA. They have different symbols in the IPA, like H, J, H, H, J, Th, and The. We also have covered the following one to locate the places of these consonants and try to figure out the resemblance and the differences. Finally, we have actually have had a kind of where these affricates can take a place in the IPA. Please, if you have any questions for our class exercises, just let me know on the blackboard on my email. Hopefully that you have enjoyed our class and you have understood what we have covered in the first and the second classes through these exercises. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.